everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Browns going up against the Vikings. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Let's go. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but That's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll look to throw. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
They go to Johnson again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. They'll set up to throw. And able to find Conley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chris Conley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Oli Kikaha with a tackle. Okay, Charles, who are you picking to highlight here as we show the starters for the Cleveland Browns?
I like how you said highlight, because I'm going to go with Isaiah Crowell, the running back, because if you go back to his high school days, he was in the spotlight. Actually announced he was going to the University of Georgia holding up a bulldog puppy. Didn't work out there. Went to Alabama State and had a nice career. Undrafted, unheralded, but had a really nice year in 2015, so he's trying to bring the spotlight back.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. I got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because...
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got time. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Yeah, this is good. I'm not going to even sugarcoat this one. I did not care at all for that play call.
Well, there's just so little time. You don't have much time to do anything. Why not, Charles, just run the football, take it into the locker room?
As you know, there are more bad things than good that can happen when you're backed up this deep with this little time. And sure enough, this is a late safety.
Will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll set up to throw. And that's caught by Smith. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Vikings right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Browns, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Vikings lined up at the 15. Conley's able to haul in the contested pass, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Vikings up by a touchdown. Moving now to late in the first. This run will go off the left side, and he'd go in for the 8-yard touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7. Browns have it at the 17. Smith's the target on the quick pass, and he goes in for the touchdown to cap the drive. The Browns down now by 2. Third down from inside the 40. Smith's got the catch here on the quick pass, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 10.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devin Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Again, it's Crowell. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Haoli Kikaha. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Taken in at the 22. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 78 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to them.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a handoff to Crowell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go, nigga. 3.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 30. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of script?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 4.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Gets it to Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
The Browns send out their punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's a give to Crowell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Crowell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.